Hello friends, I'm Amanda Barr.
And I'm Rebecca Lou Brennan, and welcome to Dance Principles United, the podcast.
Together, we are passionate about helping studio owners with the business of running their studio.
Join us as we talk everything from marketing, systems, studio culture, motherhood, life, and everything in between.
This is the Dance Principles United podcast. Hey friends, and welcome to a very special episode of the Dance Principles United podcast. Beck and I are here with the lovely Maree from Dancing with Maree. How are you, my love?
I'm good. How are you guys?
So good. We've actually just had a bougie lunch together, which is really nice.
We've had a great day podcasting today.
Fun day today.
I'm really thrown because Beck and I are sitting next to each other.
I know.
And it's really fucking me up.
It is weird, isn't it? Like we're literally... Anyway, we'll get used to that.
We'll get used to that. But we're excited. We've had a wonderful day with a few of our clients and friends doing some podcasting, having a lunch, and now we get to have the beautiful Miss Maree.
Oh, thanks.
Aww.
Okay, guys, before we start, can I just talk about the massive storm that happened when we left?
That was so crazy.
No,
it's so hot.
It was honestly like a cyclone in Penrith, which is where our podcast studio is. I'm not kidding. Like, it was... There was hail. I thought trees were going to fall.
Yes.
Yeah, not going to lie, I was scared.
Yeah, it was. Anyway.
We were in our cars and all of a sudden, we just basically stopped in the car park because it's just hailing us from the side. This is after I was in a tropical storm yesterday in Harvey Bay.
I thought it maybe was from that tropical storm. It's a long way away.
I'm
And now it's
unsure.
really hot outside.
Yeah.
No, I'm sunburnt from driving up. It's
Oh,
crazy.
baby.
I know. Tell me about it. It's been one of those days. Anyway, not the point of our
No,
podcast.
bit of fun conversation.
Can
A
I
bit of
just
power.
butt in here?
Yes.
Can I just
I love
mention
it.
that these two are sitting here with vodka?
You don't need to tell everybody that.
You are.
This is behind the scenes.
This is well, it's not anymore. So
So it's almost Christmas, guys.
it's almost Christmas. Look, when we podcast, the guy that we do it with was like, we were saying that we love vodka soda, and so today he bought us vodka sodas. I can't
nice?
complain about
So
that,
nice.
Amanda.
And Marie's being having a virgin one, being a very good girl
I'm soda.
before she goes back and.
Well,
Gotta pick up
Marie
my
has been
kids.
doing 75 hard, and that is like...
have.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, let's
start
talk about that
with
first.
that.
Yeah.
You've been doing SGC 75 hard.
Yeah. I wasn't even at retreat when you guys launched it.
Yeah, that's
No.
right.
But then I jumped on the bandwagon
I love
afterwards.
it. What
and I was
day are you up to?
56 today.
Wow.
Day 56. And I am actually, I can't believe I've gotten this far. Because
Yes.
I don't commit to anything for myself.
So what have you been doing every day?
Yeah, so I get up at 5:30 every morning and I do my 45-minute workout, whether that's on the treadmill or I'm doing abs, butts, thighs,
Ooh.
all that sort of stuff.
I love it.
Workout, whatever it is. And then I make sure I post on socials every day.
On your studio socials?
On studio socials. And the views have increased drastically.
Really?
Amazing, yes. And then what else do? I have 15 minutes of me time every day. So that's either sitting on the couch watching something, taking a nap. some
Yeah,
days.
I love a good nap.
Or even just a face mask while I'm lying in bed at night time. That's my 15
Just something
minutes.
nice.
Yeah. I always post in our accountability channel in SGC because I feel like if I am being accountable, then I have to do it. And then Hour of Power, that is my favourite hour of the day.
Yeah.
Revenue raising task for the business. It's been
So
amazing.
an hour where you're not distracted by your phone, you're not answering emails, ordering costumes, you're doing things that actually move the needle in your business.
Yeah, whether that's ringing customers, trying to get them, upselling them for the next year, whether that's working out what staff, like in terms of their what they're earning and how that's going to best suit the timetable and all of that sort of stuff.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
It's actually like,
Amazing.
yeah, your journey's been insane. Like, that is just incredible to commit to that.
Yeah.
I think you're the most committed out of everyone.
Oh, there's a few people that are doing
few
it.
people
There
doing
is,
really
but
well.
I think you really are crushing it.
Yeah.
You should be proud of
You
yourself
know what
for that.
the best part has been though? The exercise. Like whenever something goes wrong in the day or I've struggled with something, like I get a random message that's not great, I'm like, I've got to go for a walk. And I just walk it off. Like
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
Are you feeling good for the exercise?
amazing.
You look amazing.
Yeah, you
Oh,
do. You
thanks.
do. You
Yeah.
I
look
feel
incredible.
so much stronger in myself too. Like I can hold plank for
Wow.
a minute and a half.
Stop.
Whoa.
That's amazing.
That's insane. Nah, that's really good. That's
yeah,
really,
you should
really
be
cool.
so proud of that. Like,
And
what
I've
a-
started joined a boxing gym. So I'm doing that too.
Ooh, I love boxing.
Yeah, me too.
Boxing is so fun.
Yeah.
You know, at BFT where I'm at, this is so random, the boxing classes are closing down because everyone hates it. And I went to the second last boxing class last week and there was 2 of us there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they just hate the
You
boxing.
need to get the aggression out somehow.
It's my favourite.
Yeah, I actually joined a gym called King here that was just boxing,
Yeah,
nothing else.
I love
So,
that.
yeah.
So
Anyway.
good. Well, we love hearing the transformation. So why don't we rewind a little bit, go back to the start. You've had your studio for how many years?
23 years this year.
Whoa, that's a
So
long
you and I
time.
started nearly the same time.
Much, I think
That's
so.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you started young teenager.
Yeah.
Tell us about up until we met in about 2020 around COVID time. What was your studio like?
All over the shop. I was a business owner who didn't really know what I was doing, wasn't making any money, wasn't paying myself a wage.
Had you ever paid yourself a wage?
No. Never.
Yeah. And financially, you relied on your husband's wage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I relied on him to pay the mortgage, and we didn't have any kids. Oh, we did have kids, but
Yes.
they were really young. It was just, can I swear? It was a shit show.
You
Basically.
can swear as much as you like. We're talking about us drinking vodka
Pretty sure,
sodas.
Yeah.
pretty sure Amanda said the F word already to us today.
Yeah, it was a shit show. I didn't have a lot of direction. I knew I wanted to be a dance teacher, and that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
I wanted
You
to be a
loved
dance
teaching.
teacher.
Yeah.
But now I've fallen in love with the business side of things so much. Yeah.
So good. So it was kind of a hobby that took up a lot of time and didn't make you any money.
Yep.
Is that pretty much what
Pretty
it was?
much, yeah.
And I think so many of us have been there, right?
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
I was totally there.
Absolutely. And you're in school halls and things like that. Was that is that easier because you don't have the pressure of, I've never done that. Is it easier because there's no rental pressure, or is it actually harder because you don't know where you're going to be?
Look, there's pros and
Both.
cons to it. You don't have to pay for the school holidays. You don't have to pay
Which
for
is
the Christmas
fantastic.
holidays.
True.
When
Yeah.
COVID hit, I wasn't hit with a massive lease,
No.
invoice. So there were pros and cons to it.
Especially during COVID. That's such a nice
I was
place
quite
to be.
lucky in that sense, but also I was very restricted with what I could do and I couldn't do.
So you couldn't have the growth you wanted.
No, and I had to drive acro mats in and out of the hall every
yeah, I didn't
week.
think of
And
that.
we
Yeah.
could only have acro on one day because I didn't want to transfer mats backwards and forwards. And they'd say you can only have it from 4 till 5:45 on a Monday. So there were lots of restrictions. And I think the turning point for me was when I turned up to the hall at the school the first day of 2022. I had about 50 kids due to start that afternoon.
And probably lots of new students.
Lots of new students coming in for a trial. And I turned up, I walked into the hall and there was no floor. And they didn't tell me that the hall was unavailable. So I just was in massive disbelief, and I'm like, how can I run a business like this? I've got people, it was 3:30, they were coming in at 3:45, ready to start classes. Went over to the principal's office, knocked on the office, and I said to him, I'm meant to start classes in 15 minutes. And he said, I forgot to tell you, sorry, the hall's being renovated, can't use it. And I said, for how long? And he said, most of term 1. I said, so what's the solution? Because I've got about 40 kids turning up in 15 minutes. And he said, you can use the COLA, under the COLA.
Oh, no.
Still charged me for electricity for the lights. It was so hot on concrete. It was just,
In February.
horrendous.
Yeah.
it was horrendous.
Yeah.
I went home and I cried to Louie and I said, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And that's when we made the decision to find a studio space.
Ooh,
But I'd
I
been
love
looking
that.
for a long time.
Yes.
I know you guys, that was my ultimate goal, was to find my own studio space. But that really forced me to do it. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's crazy. So tell me, you hit COVID, you're probably feeling, we talked about this on the other podcast when we missed you, Beck. We absolutely missed you on our last podcast.
We did.
And you hit COVID, probably quite easy that you didn't have a lot of bills to pay, so you didn't have that struggle, I guess. But, what was the moment where you're like, actually, I want to have a proper go at this. I actually want to build a business and I can do this. What made you feel like, shit, I've either got to make a change in how I'm running?
So I'm a school teacher, qualified school teacher as well.
Are you?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
Learning so much about the friends today.
I love that.
I went to uni and did a degree on scholarship. So I did my teaching degree. And it just didn't give me the same reward standing in front of a class of 30 kids teaching school curriculum that dance did.
Yep.
And I'm not a quitter, so I'm someone that I've still got this fire in my belly.
Yeah.
I haven't quite done what I want to do. And so I think when COVID hit, I was like, this is bloody hard.
Yeah.
But I'm not finished yet.
Yeah. And you got to start making some money.
Yeah, and I like the nice things in life.
As we do.
Holidays, I live for holidays.
Yes.
And I'm like,
and you like to have a bougie, enjoy your things.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm not ashamed to say that either because
fine.
I work hard. So
100%.
so I was like, okay, how are we going to do this? How am I going to make this happen? I want to, I want all the things.
Yeah.
I want a nice car. I've got to start making some money.
Yes.
So I found you.
Oh, so lovely.
Yeah. How did that happen? Did you find Amanda first and then me? Is that how it went down? I can't remember.
So for me, it was middle of COVID. I had 3 kids under 6 at home.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
And then I saw a Facebook ad and Amanda was doing a 3-day training course.
Right.
Enroll more students. And I signed up.
Okay. So you worked privately with Amanda first.
Yes.
This was
Before
before
we
we
started
had Dance
Dance
Principles
Principles
United
United.
because
Yeah.
we started that in COVID.
Yeah.
And then you found me and did staff training with me.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
I did
that's-
maybe 2 years
Yeah.
coaching with you, Amanda.
Yeah.
and Nathan,
Right.
Possibly.
Before.
Yeah.
And then you said to me we're transitioning over to
Yes.
the Studio Growth Club. And then, that's when I...
The rest is history.
know.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
been
so
incredible.
crazy.
that. So tell
Awesome
me
journey.
about, so in 5 years since you were that moment where you were like, this is not working, how many students did you kind of have at the time in like 2020?
Oh, I think it was about 120 kids.
Yeah.
I'd done pretty well
Yeah,
out of a school
absolutely.
hall.
That's huge for a school hall.
Yeah,
Like,
I did pretty
And you had a
well.
couple of halls, didn't you?
Yeah, so I had 3 halls running.
Yeah.
We would shuffle the kids across the road to the other class and then walk them back.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, I think I started with about 120.
Okay. And so COVID hit. Did you lose most of them in COVID?
Yeah, probably half of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tried to get them on Zoom classes,
Yeah.
which I wasn't fully on board with myself.
Yes,
So
which made
how
it
could
hard to
everybody
sell
else
it.
be on board?
Yeah.
And I made a vow to keep my teachers employed. So I kept all of them on and employed. So they did all the Zoom classes.
Yeah.
Um,
But there was just no money left.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about 5 years on from that. Where are you now? How many students do you have?
so we're at 480 kids.
Nice.
Whoa.
Chasing the 500, like that is the ultimate goal for us.
Yes.
We've got about 1,500 class placements.
Nice.
That's amazing.
At the moment.
Yeah,
so
really
our
good.
class average is probably just under 3. It's 2.9. I didn't even know those numbers back
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
Had no clue about that.
Yeah.
And we're just growing.
And most importantly, you're in your own studio now.
I'm in my own studio.
How long have you been there?
3 years now. Yeah. So this is the end of our 3rd year.
And do you feel like that made it more real and more serious?
Yeah, it was a dream. I actually didn't even think about having my own studio space until shit hit the fan at
Yeah.
our venues. I was very scared to sign the lease because it's a lot of money.
It is. And
you
it's a
know?
big commitment, right? And it's a long period of time.
Massive.
Yeah.
School holidays, you've got to find the rent during the school
Yeah.
holidays. But we started doing holiday hangout and we started doing week-long musical camp and you find the way and it's allowed me to grow so much.
I love that because I feel like so many people, if they've been in like that school hall kind of style studio and, you know, really kind of running their business like as a side business, I guess, go, hey, I've been doing it this way for so long, I can't change. But you'd been doing that for what, 15, almost 20 years and then made a change and really decided at that point to go all in. Like, that's brave. Don't you reckon, Beth?
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
So amazing.
I'm a bit of a risk taker too.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
don't sort of sit back and go, I don't think I can do this. Sometimes I take risks before I think about them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I jump in and then worry about the problems later.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but this has paid off.
So amazing.
Yeah, you can definitely do it.
Well, I wanted to chat to you about your staff training
Yes.
journey because I obviously have had a
She's a
lot to do
rock
with
star.
that.
Yes.
So I wanted to start with you employed me to come and do staff training. We're going to have a fun story here, guys. So You employed me. Had you ever done staff training before that?
No.
Never, ever. Not even nothing.
We had a staff meeting that went for half an hour at the beginning of the year, and I gave everybody their hall keys. And I said, go for gold.
Yeah.
Right.
That was
interesting.
it.
And there's so many studio owners like that. And I find that so strange because it was been such a big part of my studio, but that we don't train our staff in this industry and we just go, off you go and teach.
We tell them
have
rules
fun.
about locking up the hall
Yes.
or whatever that is, or mark a role, but not actually about what you want them to achieve in a classroom.
You've always had amazing staff. Like I was so impressed with your staff from the get-go and an amazing team. So I came in and did the staff training. And then I came in and did it, I think, a second time.
Yeah.
And then the third time I met with you and said, you said, I want to work on concert backstage. And I said to you, cool, what do you do backstage now? And you're like, just put everyone in a room and put some lists up on the walls and off we go.
If
And
we're lucky.
there weren't lists on the walls of the order of the concert.
Oh, look, there could have been. I don't know.
And I was so shocked.
Yeah.
I was so shocked. And I still think about that to this day. But there's so many people that do that and don't have a backstage. I mean, I'm really crazy about it. Like I have every second of every person and what they should be doing. And we definitely teach that. But
Yeah.
has that been a game changer for you in concerts?
Oh, and like I don't even have to turn up now to set up.
Perfect.
concerts. I actually go and get my hair and makeup done.
Wow.
And I turn up at
Nice.
8 o'clock and everything's done. So,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but like you said, I've got a great team. But I think it's just you empowering me to give them the guidance to say, I need you to do this. Can you work this out? You know, for me to be able to get to that point.
Yeah, so
And
good.
I loved when we did staff training, you started to really go above and beyond for your staff. And one of my favourite moments, and this is another amusing moment, I don't know if you know what I'm going to say, is that you had this U-shaped table and Maree goes above and beyond. So she had like a little book for everybody and she has chocolates that's, you know, got Dancing with Maree, and you can talk more about how you go above and beyond in a second. Anyway, this particular time she had these balloons on every person's table, like a little tiny
helium
balloon, right?
balloon.
A helium balloon.
Cute.
And so
To make it
I
look
was-
pretty.
Oh, because I want them to walk in and go, this is
pretty.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was doing a session on fears. I don't even know why. I think I was just like, I always just start with everyone just kind of chatting about something
Yeah,
just to
something a
get
bit
to
fun.
know each
Yeah.
other. And the girl, I don't know who she was. I think she was your acro teacher.
she was.
She goes, I have a fear of balloons. And she was literally
the room was full of
surrounded.
Oh, that poor
balloons.
Yeah, but she didn't say it until like an hour in. It was an hour in that she
And was she
told us.
shaking? like,
She's like,
having a panic attack at the same time.
that was hilarious.
Yeah,
but
that's
tell
funny.
us how much you go above and beyond, because I know you've made socks, drink bottles, like
Yeah.
you are probably the biggest rock star now in
Absolutely.
SGC above me, who was the staff trader of all time. I think you are the biggest rock star with making your staff feel appreciated.
Yeah, look, I think for me, I just want them to be there and I want them to, because we do it on a Sunday. So I'm asking them to take time out of their Sunday. Like, full disclosure, they get paid for everything
Yes, of
that
course.
they do.
Yeah.
But I wanted them to want to come and spend time with each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, for example, like, and I do this most staff training, we have an affirmations chart. So everybody has an envelope stuck up on the mirror, and I say to them, throughout the day, you have to write on everybody's chart and say one thing you love about that person. And so then at the end of the day, they get to go home with this piece of paper that's full of positive affirmations that makes them feel
so
amazing.
nice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And the amount of times someone's messaged me to say I'm sitting in my car crying reading these affirmations, and I've done it myself because you know it just fulfills you, like it makes you feel really good.
Yep.
The last staff training I did, I got some little cards, like positive similar affirmations,
Yeah.
I would say, but I sat through the pack of 150 cards and I picked 2 cards for every staff member. It took me a while to
Yeah,
do it.
I bet.
But I picked 2 that I thought really
Aligned with them.
And I just stuck it on the inside of their little book that I gave them, and I said to them, I've just picked these little cards for you. This is what I think, how we work well together and all of that sort of stuff. And they all opened them and the whole room just went, aww. Like,
So
it's
nice.
just
it's
those
the little
things.
touches. It's not actually about the money that you spend
No,
sometimes.
that didn't cost
it's
me
the,
anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's just the little things that make them feel really part of the group. And so I really love doing it. Makes me feel good too, doing all that sort of stuff.
And I remember that moment with you when you tried to book me again for staff training, and I said to you, no, you're fine now. You don't.
Said I'm not coming.
Yeah, I'm not coming. I'm happy to sit down with your slides and help you, but you don't need my support anymore. You've become the leader you need to be, so you be the leader. Yeah. How was that first staff training for you?
Oh, look, at the end of the day, it was amazing, but I think as a leader, sometimes we really doubt ourselves.
Yes.
And we really just think, I can't do this. They're not going to listen to what I have to say. It's easier for someone else to come in and say,
be the big bad wolf.
And I think I messaged you at the end of the day and I said, I put my big girl undies on today. and I did it, and it was amazing. Yeah. And I felt really empowered. So that was thanks to your guidance and pushing me. Just to step outside my comfort zone.
I think you always had it in you, though. I think you were just scared to push forward with it. And if you're listening now and you're petrified of doing staff training, you just have to make those first steps to do it. I mean, we're lucky in SGC that I do that online with our people to start with, just to give them an idea of the guidance of it. Yeah. But I feel like, you can do it. And
we're all teachers to start with, right?
Yes.
And I think we just get so inside our heads that I know how to teach this for kids, but how do I do it for adults? And they're my peers, they're not my staff. There's that whole conversation.
And I think if you've got staff who are older than you as well, I think that's a real challenge. We've got some older ballet teachers who are
always the hardest.
They're hard,
hard.
Like, I love them to death, but they're really set in their ways, and I sort of stand in front of them and think, are they going to think what I'm saying is ridiculous? Yes. Because I'm not teaching them how to teach. We're talking about so many other things. Yeah. So I think that was where I really struggled as well.
I always, with people like that, empower them. So I will be like, Miss Maree, what you know all about this?
Yeah.
What would your answer be? So just try and empower them as if they're also a leader in there. Because I think that's the only way to make them feel, because actually they're probably very self-conscious being in a room of younger teachers, and they probably think, this is...
And often I say, you know more about ballet than I do, so can you share your experiences and your knowledge?
Perfect.
So I think that gets them on board as well.
Amazing.
Yes.
Hey, can you tell us about what your staff training looks like now? How often do you do it? How long does it go for? That kind of thing.
Yeah, so we used to do a full day.
Yeah.
We used to do 6 hours. Now we do it probably 3 times a year. We have one at the beginning of the year, so we'll have one in January.
Yep.
We have one before mid-year, and then we have one before the end of year concert.
Okay, so that's coming up soon.
On Sunday.
How exciting.
Yeah.
So what? This is going to go out after this, but tell us, what do you have planned for your staff? We won't ruin any surprises. What are you going to go through the week before concert?
Yeah, so we actually are going to our concert venue. We've got a new venue this year.
Ooh.
So we're doing a walkthrough.
Yeah, that's
and we're having our training at the venue. So
great.
Normally we have it at the studio.
And what, you've hired it for
I've hired the space. And, I think that's important to spend the money on things like that.
Yeah.
So we can have a walkthrough. We can see what the venue's going to be like, where we set everything up. So that'll be the first sort of half an hour of our staff training. It's only going to go for 3 hours this time.
Yep, it's a shorter one.
Cutting it short. Sundays and my weekends are so important to me with the kids. So we try and...
Can I say something else with that, though? I think when you, and I feel the same now, when you consistently do staff training, you don't need as much time with them, because they're your people that you've had there for forever anyway.
Yes.
And when you, I feel the same. If I have a team
I think sometimes it's more valuable to have shorter sessions more regularly, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but when I have a team that's like that you've had for the last year and a half, 2 years, you know, they're already so trained.
Absolutely.
So,
and on that, even though we do staff training regularly and everybody's heard it before, I always, without fail, talk about our studio values, and I always talk about their responsibilities as a staff member.
100%.
That's just something that.
Yeah.
Do you worry that they're getting bored of that?
Yeah.
How do you? Yes.
All the time.
But do they always still seem to receive it really well? Is
love
that just an
it.
internal thing that you worry about?
Yeah. So I said to them last time, I said, next staff training, we're doing the critical paths. And I even put up a slide that said critical path, boring. And they looked at it and they were like, we love critical paths because it gives us direction on concert day.
Absolutely.
We know what we're doing.
You're
we're
setting
not
them
just
up for
standing
success.
around. Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell us about that, because I find that really interesting. Do you, Beck?
That she loves critical paths.
No. After your story about critical paths before, but that her staff are actually doing it themselves. Like, how great is that?
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
I'd love to hear about it.
I probably should let go, because I do the critical paths still, and Maree over lunch was like, you need to let go of that and let your staff do it. But I guess, like, for me, it would be hard for them to know all the different, I don't know, I feel like my staff are coming from this once a week person that comes in and teaches hip hop, and this person, and whereas your staff tend to be more there all the time, I feel.
I have once a weekers.
Do you?
Yeah, I have some. That
And are they going to do their own critical path?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so tell us how you structure it.
I just don't have the capacity or the brain power to write 20 critical paths. And I think if my language, I was saying before at lunch, my language is very different to their language.
Yes.
So if I've written something on their critical path, they could look at it and go, I don't
Especially
know what
in
that
a rush,
means.
you know, in the dark, like all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And so then they're coming to me saying, what does this actually mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if they've written it themselves, they understand it. On staff training day, I allocate probably 45 minutes, half an hour sometimes, to critical paths, and I give them the template.
Yep.
I give them the concert program, and I give them the supervision groups. So they all know what group they're looking after. And I say to them, guys, these kids are in these routines. You need to work out what you've got to do at different points of the day.
So it's not the whole day. It's more just like the quick changes.
No, it is
part
the
of
whole
It's the
day.
whole day, but
It's
you
the whole
probably
day.
give them a bit of structure around that in the
Yeah.
morning, like who's setting up, who's doing what.
Yeah, so I'll sort of say, we're in a U-shaped situation, sitting down, and I'll say to them, okay, at 8:15 we've got staff briefing. So they all put down 8:15 staff
Yep, they all
briefing.
write it. Yep.
And then, you know, if there's anything else important as a group that we need to
So
do.
you're like, okay, I need someone to be unpacking the truck and
Yep.
somebody else to be setting up who's volunteering, and then
Yes.
you decide that.
Well,
they
we
write it down.
allocate jobs.
Okay.
So Renee and I spend a lot of time allocating jobs to people.
Yes. Right.
I'm very conscious.
And
of
so
the
you
people.
tell them what their
Yes.
job is, and they
Right.
write the path
Yeah.
for that.
So you're
Yep.
clocking on at 6 o'clock and you're unpacking the truck.
Yeah.
You're clocking on at 8 o'clock and you are standing at the door greeting families that
Yes.
walk through the door.
Right.
If they've clocked on at 6, they don't pack up. They get to go home.
So you do tell them that part of
Yes.
it. They just write it themselves.
Yeah, so I think for those listening out there, Maree doesn't just give everybody a list of the concert and then sit down and make your own critical
No.
path, because I feel like a lot of people will be like, cool, I'm just going to sit down with all my staff
Yeah.
and they can. There
You've
is
done the
so
work
much work that
beforehand.
she's done beforehand
Yes.
to do that. And then
yeah.
I assume, well, I don't know if you have this, but I would have timings of each routine so they know how long they've got to get changed. Because
Yeah.
that for me, like I want my people to know, okay, 6 and under jazz, these kids have 12 minutes to get into 6 and under hip hop. Like that for me is important for them to know that time frame.
Yeah, so I don't give them those specifics. They actually work that out for themselves. So they know that routines are 2.5 minutes at
Right,
the concert.
yes, right.
And they know that 6 and under jazz are number 1, and then their ballet routine might be number 12.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they've got 11 routines.
Yeah.
10 routines, I say, because by the 11th
They
routine,
need
they
to be
need to be
backstage.
backstage.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and then they just write that in their critical path. But they even go, we're at a point now where they go into a lot of detail and they put the child's name. So Amelia is in routines 1, 6, and 7.
Yep.
They know that Amelia's got to be ready.
Yep.
If she's in 6 and 7, she's
Yes.
getting changed side stage.
Stage, and we have to take costumes, side stage, get a
Yeah.
change, stage right, like whatever that is. Yeah.
But now we've done that so many times, like you were saying before, they know what they've got to do.
Yes, of course.
So it gets easier as we
I
go
love that.
along.
It's clever.
Yeah.
So good. And what other things are you doing on your staff training?
What are we doing on our staff training? We talk about what concert should feel like. That's an SGC thing that we've discussed. What should it feel like? It should be a party.
Yeah.
And this is one big thing that I was really scared to talk to my staff about, but concert day is not about them. It's about the kids.
100%.
And so we thank our teachers, but it's not a big, let's clap for Miss Caitlin.
Yes. Here's her
clap,
flower.
clap,
Yeah.
clap, clap. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I take them out for Christmas dinner.
Absolutely.
And I
You thank
reward
them
them in other
privately.
ways.
Yeah.
100%.
You know, I put on an awesome staff training. I cater it for them. There's always so much food at staff training for
Yeah.
them. I reward them in other ways, but concert day is about the kids. It's about making the parents feel welcome. So we talk about what it should feel like. Yeah, there's lots of things that we talk about, but it only goes for 3 hours. Oh, this concert training, we do staff awards.
Oh, cute.
So everyone votes on staff awards. We have 5. I think we've got the human confetti this year. So the person that walks around like so
Throwing
happy all
confetti.
the time.
Love it.
We've got the voice of an angel, but the volume of a megaphone teacher. So the person that you can hear from anywhere in the studio.
That would be me.
Shocking news.
It's funny because the teachers vote for each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
right.
that one, there's like the one person's got 7 votes.
Yes.
I love it.
And then we present those awards at staff training. So there's a bit of fun in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
So amazing.
I also pick a team spirit award. So at the end of every year, there's one teacher that gets awarded the spirit award. So it's the person that, you know,
So
covers
cute.
the values of the studio really well, is invested, you know, all of that sort of stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah. That's
Incredible.
fun. It's
Yes.
There are so many amazing things that you do, and I think we've been so proud to see that journey, right, Beck? Like
insane.
it's been crazy. From you are such a confident leader now, and I'm sure your staff would all say this too. But like you've had a big transformation.
fun. Yeah.
It's been crazy to watch.
So amazing. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
know.
But I wouldn't have, like, honestly, I wouldn't have had that without your guidance either.
That's lovely.
No, I'm serious and people that are, you know, I feel very lucky to be part of a group like this because I think I'd still be on that roller coaster 6 years ago I probably wouldn't be running my studio, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would have thrown in the towel.
Yeah.
So.
And here you are, crushing goals. Well, we're
Yeah.
so proud of you. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Thanks
It's been
for having me.
amazing.
So much fun.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's found heaps of value. So thanks, friends, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, Maree. Bye.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Dance Principles United podcast. If you'd love to learn more from us, we have a special offer just for our podcast listeners. Go to the link in the show notes right now to get 2 weeks free in Dance Principles United Tribe. We would love to see you there.